Hey, so I'm back. Okay. Oh my god. You're gonna fall. Okay. Welcome back. Today I'm just trying to relax on this breezy Saturday. So my office is just looking a little out of sorts, and I don't want you to be exposed to that. So here we are. We're over here in my closet. Okay, just buckle in, enjoy, and let's just talk about my experience to Ghana. I'm just gonna briefly talk about food experience, personal care, pools, and just kind of vibes. Okay, so let's get started with the vibes. So, I went to Ghana for 3 weeks. So, in January 2024. A lot of people ask me like, oh, how was it? This is once a lifetime, vacation. I don't look at it as once a lifetime. I'm married to a Ghanaian, so I don't feel like that. It's like I went home to be with my family. I looked at it as visiting family, and that's how it is. It's just simply what it was. I had a great time. So there was only one. I'm going to talk about the bad experience first to get that out the way, right? The one thing I can say that really needs a lot of work is roads. And anyone will tell you that. Traffic and roads is just, it takes a lot of time to get anywhere. But I'll say this, it takes a lot of time to get anywhere in any major city. When I go to Toronto, it takes about half an hour to get somewhere. When I was in Paris, I was talking about like the roads and things like that. The roads are just as chaotic. So when I compare travel and time, when you look at the bigger picture, every big, busy international city is going to have a lot of traffic. So when I thought about it in that way, I'm like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. So I'll let that go, right? Okay, let's get that out the way. Okay, so food. Oh my God, I think I've talked about this in both my vlogs, but Bella Afrikico. So it's called Bella AFRIK. AFRIK is the restaurant that it's inside of. It is simply amazing. Like, I loved it. Let me turn this down so it's not shining in my face. I love that restaurant. It's an Italian restaurant. Some of the best pizza I've ever had. Like, amazing pizza. It was really, really, really good. So I enjoyed that place like out of this world. I'll insert like pictures of it, hopefully. And the Imperial Chinese Peking duck restaurant, it was delicious. Some of the best Chinese food that we've ever had. I have here Kempinski buffet and poolside food because their poolside food was just really good. Like, I thought it was good for, by the pool, relaxing, trying to get my tan on. I still have my tan, which I'm so happy about. I'm trying to hold on to it. So it's like it's going well with that. But the food there is really good, and then the buffet is really delicious. Went there a couple times. Daddy Boba. It's not like I was trying to look for things that were here in the States. I was just trying to look for things I normally would drink. So I drink a lot of bubble tea here. I was like, let me see if they got bubble tea there. And I looked it up. TikTok has been my friend for this trip, like finding food places. And the Daddy Boba, it tasted amazing. So guess what? Like, they were out of the brown sugar tea. I was like, okay, whatever. So I got the strawberry with cheese filling. It's like cheese, what do they call it? With cheese foam. Oh my God, it tasted amazing. It was so good. Like, the cheese with the strawberry, it tasted like I was like strawberry cheesecake. Like, it was really, really good. So every time I went there, I got that. I didn't change my order. I was stuck on it. And then Papaya. I think I mentioned this before. I've never heard of the word Broaster. I'll spell it, Broaster. So it's chicken that has been boiled and then roasted, and they call it Broaster. It was so good. Okay, so like, it tasted like the moistest fried chicken you can get, but it wasn't fried. I don't know how they do it. It was good. I have a restaurant on here, and I don't know why I put it on here, but it was a Jamaican restaurant called Ting Nice. I don't know why it's here because it really wasn't that great. The reason why, now the chicken, I'll back that up. It really was good. They just didn't have all the food ready. And whenever we went, they didn't have everything ready that was supposed to be on the menu. That's not a Ghanaian issue. I think that's a Jamaican issue because a lot of Jamaican restaurants do that. Like they pick and choose or they run out of stuff or this or that. I'm telling you, like I've been in enough Jamaican restaurants, it happens like a lot. So I think that's a Jamaican business issue. Like they just don't be prepared. I don't know. But we're not going to dog them out. Okay. Buka. Place Buka. Great, excellent food. Guess what? They closed down from the 22nd of January to the 2nd of February because Diddy December was in December. We went in January, right? So they closed down for their holiday because they were open for all the influx of travelers that came in during Diddy December. So all the people came in from UK, US, Canada, all those people were in there. So they stayed open. Their food was so good. They had I got a lamb and a fried rice from there. And then there's this green sauce. I don't know. I'm trying to get this stuff to make this green sauce. This green sauce was so good on everything. So Buka was really, really delicious. And then there's this cafe inside of Kempinski, their location. It's called St. George Cafe. And there's a young man that works there. He was just so attentive, really good, hands-on. Like he made the experience really good, having any type of coffee, anything we wanted to eat. I feel like I'm about to burp. Anyway, okay. But he was excellent. Like, I forgot. I don't have his name, but the young man that worked there at the cafe, really, really good. And my husband really liked this patty from there. And he's like, oh, patty's so good. Patty's so good. And I'm like, okay. I tried it. I was like, okay, it is good. It was delicious. So yeah. Okay. So personal care. I was stalking Instagram and TikTok for where I would get my braids done. Of course, you go to Ghana, you have to get braids, right? It's mandatory. I think it's a requirement. You have to get them done. So this lady on TikTok, her name is Inti. I'll put her information. She also has a YouTube, I believe, too. And she went, so last year's when I really got into TikTok, like watching TikToks and things like that. So I saw she had a video. Her video, she went to Adora Beauty before, and then she went again this past December. So I was like, oh, she got it. Adora, baby, let me tell you, loved it. I love my whole experience. Like, they really take good care of you. They get you in and out. Now, I thought it was going to be less time because only one person is doing my hair up till about here. But then they got me out, like, really good. What can I say? My braids are beautiful. It's just, they're flawless. Even at this point, I'm about a month out. And they still look like this. Like, what can I do? I can't complain. They're just great. Also, and Adora Beauty, catch this, they customize mixes for you. So the woman I just mentioned, Inti, she has her own mix. Like she's that girl over at Adora. So they mix up the colors for you. They ship out colors. They do everything. So if you really you're like, hey, I need a special mix, they will mix the colors and ship it to you. Please don't quote me on this. I believe that. I was overhearing. I believe. So let's just go for that. Okay. So I was looking for a place to get my toes and nails done. Traveling, I don't know why my hands just get so beat up. Like when I'm traveling, I'm not that good at putting like oil on, even though everyone has like lectured me about it. I'm trying to get better. Right. Okay. So I looked up one place and they only took by appointments. And this other place I looked up, it was called Gigi's Beauty. I said, do you have walk-ins? She's like, yes. So I was like, okay, I'm going. The salon looked just like a salon I would go to here in Columbus. So I walked in, vibes passed the vibe check. Like, loved it. Sat down for my pedicure, got my manicure. So I got gel on toes, gel on hands. Like, it was really a good time. They did very good job. Like, A1. And then Kempinski Hotel. I'm going to say Kempinski Hotel like several times. We just were like always at the hotel. We were always there. I went there for a massage 2 times. over the course of the 3 weeks. So I went for a couples massage with my husband, and then the second time we went back, I went and did the massage with my mother-in-law. Like, me and her were in the room together. So I loved it. They're very good. I don't have any complaints. Like, they're top 10, highly recommend. And after your massage, you can have tea. Casual tea. This is not high tea. I'm gonna talk about high tea a little later, but casual tea. So they just bring it. You're in a lounge. So after you've been, you know, kind of just fully relaxed, you have your oils on you, you have your robe on you, you're staying in the lounge. They bring out your hot tea and some biscuits. So biscuits, also cookies, like little cookies. So you're able to eat your little cookies and have your tea. It just was really relaxing. It really set the tone and the mood. So after that, you know, you get dressed. If you want to have, like, go by the pool, go by the lounge, like, do whatever you want, but it just felt really inviting. So I really like that part. So the first time I went, I didn't get tea. The second time I went, I had the tea, the casual tea. And then after that, pools. So one of the best pools that we went to, if I could rate on pricing and ambiance, if we're rating on pricing, like spend and ambiance, the Labadi beach pool, I think it's called Labadi Hotel Beach Pool, whatever that's called, whatever it's called that hotel. It's a pool. Outside, I showed like the whole grounds of it. The whole area, it just felt really inviting, and it had, like, I don't want to say like safari, but it had like the outdoors, the tropical. You just feel really good, like the palm beach trees, like, and it just felt really good. Their drinks really good. That was the place I had a really good chocolate milkshake. Like, I don't know, the drinks were just so good. I was just loving everything. Like, no complaints for pricing and location and ambiance with the pool. Like, so you get some really cute pictures out there. And then Movenpick, I would say Movenpick is more of like the get a girl spot. Like, if you was at Fly Pigs, you know, the girls are like, I was at like 25, I was at like 22 to 30, those type of girls. Like, it was a lot of group of girls, guys, like everyone was like kind of checking each other out, hanging out. That was Movenpick. They had a really good burger, but I wouldn't put them on the list for food, because if you only have like one thing, what can I do? I can't put you on the list. But their burger was really good. That was the first time I had cucumber on a burger. I know, even though pickles are cucumbers, right? But it wasn't a pickle. It was a straight up cucumber. It was delicious though. Okay. And then Kempinski, what can I say? I mean, it was sexy. It's like, it was, the aesthetic of the pool is very nice, clean cut. Like, it's just, it was a very nice pool. What I can compare Kempinski pool, I could compare it to, I think when I go to St. Regis in Toronto, that pool and Kempinski are on the same level, I would say. Like, the vibe wise, like the relaxingness, it's less people there. It's not busy with a lot of people, a lot of in and out. It's just, it's less. But St. Regis pool in Toronto, it's an indoor pool. That's the only difference. One's an outdoor, one's an indoor. So you have that difference, but they're comparable between the two. I wouldn't be able to compare it to anything in Vegas. Oh, wait, hold on. The Wynn pool, I could compare it to that, but maybe. Okay. But then last experience in Ghana, the high tea. So we scheduled high tea to be on the last day before we left. So we wanted to like really relax, get, you know, kind of cool down, and then know that we're going to be traveling for like a whole day coming home. The tea was lovely. Now, they didn't know the pacing, like our pacing. Usually tea for me lasts about like an hour and a half. I think their tea experience from start to finish is about 3 hours. That's a long time, right? That is a long time. But if I would have known it was a longer tea, I would have went in for it. One thing I really liked about their tea, they had a welcome drink. The welcome drink was like a strawberry drink. I think I have a picture. I'll be able to insert it somewhere here. And it was refreshing. It was really cold. and that was nice. This was the tea that I've had the most food on. Like, I've never had a tea where they serve you little, like, hamburgers. I've never had that, like, ever. So that was really nice, just having like a lot of food with it. And also they gave us Prosecco. So for the value of the tea, for everything included, I put it really high. But the best tea I've ever had, high tea, is going to have to still be, what is it? It's the hotel in Vegas. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just went there, was it last year, Vegas, did I go? Yeah, I went to Vegas last year. I did. I'll show a picture of the high tea that I had in Vegas in the hotel. I cannot think of the name of the hotel. It was bought out by another, it was the Oriental, and then another hotel bought them out. Let's see if I can look up really quick. Okay. Let's Google. Let me get my search. Vegas. The Waldorf Astoria. So I looked it up. So the Oriental Hotel was bought up by the Waldorf Astoria. Their tea is still the best hotel. It's still the best tea I've ever had. High tea. So it's the ambiance, the setting, and it's really high up. So you get to look over all of Vegas, and how they have you seated is just very nice, and how they bring the stand out, it doesn't compare. Now my birthday's coming up. I do have a tea scheduled. We'll circle back on the best teas, so to see. But I think that is one of the best. No, St. Regis better, or the Ritz. I'm trying to think about I've had tea at St. Regis and the Ritz in Toronto as well. I say their teas are pretty good. Pretty good. What is it? This is not the St. Regis. I have to think about it. That's going to be hard. I may have to do a video ranking high teas. I just may. I don't know. But anyway, the high tea was very, very good. And then, let's get back to my note. Okay, so just to kind of round this off, things that I noticed. There's a ton of KFCs. Like, why is there so many KFC restaurants? I just loved it. I was like, okay. So like feeding, if you have to feed like a taller child, teenager, it's kind of easy. You're like, okay, there's KFC. The only thing is they don't have like mashed potatoes and gravy. They only have chips. They do not have mashed potatoes and gravy. That's what I kind of wanted. I really wanted mashed potato and gravy, but they don't have it. And I like their tenders better than the chicken. And then they have a lot of Pizza Huts. So I noticed that pizza is very common in Ghana. Like, I would say the first thing is jollof, the regular Ghanaian food, and then fried rice and pizza. They're like the top things I noticed on the menus. And then one thing I really noticed, like comparative, I didn't know that fried rice was such a big deal. It is. It is. Like, it is. Like, every restaurant has jollof and fried rice on their menu as a side. But I could do another one of these videos just talking about like my experience. I think it's weird to say my experience is me going home. It's like you going to your neighborhood. Would you say, oh, my experience back home, my neighborhood? That's how I felt. Like, I went home, I hung out with my family, I had a great time, I relaxed, I recharged my batteries, and I'm back. And then we got more adventures to go on. So, yeah. Now, my next trip, put all my luggage away and be getting right back out. So, until next time, see ya.